Think your life is complicated? Wait until you hear what's been happening in mine. It seems I will be babysitting yet another superpowered being with dissociative identity disorder, and the bet this time is that he can destroy the entire universe. Apparently, the Avengers and my X-Men will have to deal with Dr. Doom, and I, of course, was dragged into the middle of the chaos. Stay here because I will explain this whole mess, which as usual I am left to deal with. I just hope they don't kill me again. Before proceeding with the imminent disaster comes the part I hate the most. The one where I, an Omega-level telepath, have to beg for digital attention. Since telepathy doesn't work to get likes, and I know that if I don't ask, you will simply ignore, here it is. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel. To those who don't do it, I will use the brain to find each one and project the complete discography of Carreta Furacão in a loop in your mind during sleep. Do not provoke me. Well, the cosmic gossip is as follows. Initially, the plan was for the Avengers and the X-Men to come to blows as soon as they met. A kind of, "Hi, how are you?" Take a punch. This would happen because Dr. Doom, not content with being a cliché villain, would attack my house, the X-Mansion, with his Sentinels. When the Avengers appeared in our universe, my students, with recent trauma, would think they were another threat. However, the focus of the news is different. We will have to work together because Doom has a much dirtier plan involving the Sentinel. The Sentinel, or Bob to close friends, is the most powerful hero of the moment, but he has a small problem. He comes with a gift called Vacuo, vacuum, an evil entity that takes control if he uses his powers. This terrifies him, and rightly so. According to an informant, a certain James Mack, Destiny plans to use exactly this fear to turn poor Bob into his personal weapon. The plan is to exploit the young man's insecurity to cause chaos, pretending to be an ally before revealing his true villainous face. It is a masterstroke, worthy of a despot in armor. And guess who was chosen to enter Bob's unstable mind and try to fix this mess? Exactly, the one speaking to you. I already know what you're thinking, not again. I completely agree. The last time I tried mental shock therapy on someone on the big screen, the Scarlet Witch, let's just say things didn't end well for my spine. Marvel seems to have a sadistic pleasure in making me a guinea pig for the worst situations. Will I have another creative death? The suspense is in the air. The Destiny plan is so elaborate that it even involves an issue of identity. Apparently it will have the face of Robert Downey Jr., which will completely confuse the Avengers, who will see a reflection of the late Tony Stark. This explains why the Russo brothers, the directors of the film, only agreed to return when they had this perfect idea. They will use this resemblance so that Destiny manipulates the heroes. And while he deceives them, an emotional trigger in Bob will release the Void in its most monstrous form, a shapeless and terrifying creature quite different from the shadow we saw in Thunderbolts. To make matters even worse, there are rumors that Destiny will arrive in our universe on the Fantastic Four's ship, which could be the gateway for Marvel's most famous family. If they find Destiny first, his deception ends right there, as they know him as Victor Von Doom, the man who kidnapped their son. This would explain how the Fantastic Four arrive on Earth 616, tracking Destiny's energy or that of his prisoner. But will they arrive in time to warn us? My task, if I survive to accomplish it, will be to enter the Sentinel's mind and wage a mental battle to completely expel the Void. The idea circulating is to do something similar to what I did with John Gray, creating psychic barriers. Yes, I know, last time it worked super well, didn't it? Another possibility coming directly from the comics is to completely erase Robert Reynolds' memory, making him forget that he was once the Sentinel. This would eliminate both the hero and the villain. It's a drastic measure, and considering my history, I am afraid to try. All this plot serves to solve a problem with the script. The Sentinel is simply too powerful. Without the vacuum to weaken him, he would resolve the threat of destiny with a snap of his fingers. He is invincible, has psychic powers, flies, melts objects with his mind. So, for there to be a movie, he needs to be neutralized. And the best way to do that is to make him the villain's own weapon. Clever, isn't it? Manipulating the greatest hero to destroy all the others is exactly the kind of evil Dr. Destiny would do. Anyway, that's the situation. I will probably have to face another psychological or physical trauma, and you will have quite a show to watch. Now tell me in the comments what you think about all this. Does it make sense? Are you more excited for the movie? I want to hear your opinion. And don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Maintaining Mansion X doesn't pay for itself, and Logan broke the coffee machine again. If the channel doesn't grow, I will start projecting the most embarrassing thoughts of those who didn't subscribe during family meetings. Am I clear? See you next time.